It's lights out and away we go!
What's up, guys and girls, and welcome back to the GTK UK F1 podcast. I'm joined by David.
Hello, everybody. How are we today?
Yeah, how is everybody after the weekend
The
of
Hungarian
Hungary?
Grand Prix. The good old Hungarian. The track is says it's the second longest running continuous track in F1 at this point.
Yeah, and it's just had its...
They had a contract extension to 30, was it? 2030?
32, I think.
32, so it's been on our calendar for quite a while yet, which I am personally a big fan of.
Yeah, I'm not against having Hungary on.
Especially if Hungary can throw. I mean, it's a shame the weather from free practice 1 didn't make more of an appearance later on. I will say that it was the when I didn't see, as usual, the proviso we always say. I only saw the race. I heard qualifying because I listened to it. I was driving, so I had Sky's broadcast on and my phone closed.
So I guess I'll
So I could
have
just listen.
to sort of fill you in as well on that.
So I had the qualifying on. I listened to it basically. It's not too bad doing. I've done that a couple of times. It's not as bad as you'd think. Crofty's pretty good at letting you know what's going on. I saw the race. I didn't get to vote for driver of the day, so I didn't watch the race till later on in the day.
Yeah, I didn't get to.
I had stuff going on.
I didn't get to vote for driver of the day either. I know who
Well,
got driver of the day, but
I do as well, and I will come on to that when we talk about the race. But to start with qualifying, all I can say is it really was a mixed day for the Mercedes, wasn't it?
well, all I'm going to say is about qualifying is what the actual hell were they thinking?
Do you reckon Ferrari's strategy is to put Merc tops on for Saturday?
Christ.
Snuck in.
I mean, I get that was a trial. That trial that they did in Hungary was supposed to be the one that that was how they were going to do it at Imola.
Oh, you mean the FIA in general? The whole you have to run hards, mediums, and softs.
Well, it wasn't actually the FIA. That was Pirelli.
Well, the FIA will have had to approve it.
Oh,
so
yeah, they had to approve it, but it was.
I would leave it at their doorstep. Yeah, I don't really know what that sort of added to me personally. If we're going to do anything, I say bring back the rule that you have to start on the tyres you Q2 on. As much as I dislike that rule for our racing because it stopped me running hard tyres. And I've said to you before, I'd tie that in with sprint weekends a bit more.
Yeah.
You qualify Saturday, whatever tyres you did Q2 on the Friday, I guess, whatever tyres you qualified there, regardless of where you finish in the sprint. Now, I would imagine the sprint still counted for the race, but you had the tyres from there. Because there's been some real strategy going on.
Yeah, honestly, I didn't see the point in, oh, everybody's got to run the hards, everybody's got to run the mediums, and then everybody.
I believe Crofty pointed out, either Crofty or Martin, and it was a valid point. It stopped one of the middle teams throwing a set of softs on at the end and maybe just upsetting one of the big boys. You know, we had the Alfa Romeos looked very quick early on this weekend. It sort of fiddled out during the race.
Oh yeah, but I mean,
not helped by the fact that Guan Yu Zhou started half an hour later than everybody else, but
I mean, Bottas.
You know, the pace they had, someone like Bottas or Zhou could have just thrown a set of softs on at the end of Q2.
Yeah.
Or the end of Q1, and just really sort of surprise people. So yeah, I must admit, I wasn't a fan of that. I'm not rushing for it to return.
No. I mean, it certainly mixed things up and put pressure on certain drivers. It seemed.
I wouldn't say it did that. I would say if anything, drivers had pressure, put it on themselves. Because it made no difference. Because
what you mean, like Max?
Yeah, Max doing what Perez tried to do and couldn't really do.
Yeah.
A couple of weeks ago when he kept getting, obviously he was at Austria, anyway, he kept getting lap times deleted.
I mean, one of the shockers for me was Russell out in Q1.
That's what I said to you, was the tale of two halves for Mercedes, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Russell out in Q1 and then Hamilton, with as much as I'm not his fan, he put that lap together when he needed to.
Yeah, but
That was a masterclass, and it's not often you'll hear me saying that.
no, but Hungary is.
So that's probably going to now be a quote from this point forward. If Alan hears this, I'm screwed.
Yeah, he was looking for it though, wasn't he? So he might listen back to it. Because he has the podcast.
If he hears that, I will not hear the end of it. But no, I'll stand there and say
We'll soon find out if he's listened to this,
Yeah.
if he listens to this episode. But yeah,
that was
good
a
evening, Alan, if you're
masterclass.
listening. It certainly proved why he was, you know, yes.
It's life in an old dog yet.
I mean, I was shocked. I thought, oh, Max has got this in the bag like usual. Next minute, Hamilton comes. It was like, what the fuck?
As he said though, he didn't purple any sector that lap.
No, I know he didn't.
He didn't purple any sector. He just got the three best ones together. He just got three really good ones together.
Clearly.
I don't think he wasn't even green in the middle sector, if I remember right.
No. I mean, what
Which
was
is
it?
insane.
0.00003, was it?
When he's 0005 or something like that. Hang on,
I thought it
I
was.
actually have the F1 site open so I can tell you this.
I should fact check that myself, but.
I'm give me one. Please hold, caller.
But yeah, where was?
Hungary, quali. Okay, Hamilton's time in Q was a 1:16.609. You were right, 1:16.612 for Max. So yeah, 0.003, then 6.9. I mean, the entire top 10 is about half a second.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, the McLarens. The problem.
The McLarens have hooked it. The McLarens have really hooked that upgrade up.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Which is nice to see. It's good to see that team back up there.
Yeah, but I mean, you've got to think. You know, you look at where McLaren were. I mean, Spa's going to be another proving point for McLaren as well.
I think if they can keep this up, McLaren are a strong contender for at very at least third in the championship. I would have to look at where they are right now. Hang on, I can get that as well.
I mean, where?
Right now they are fifth. They are a long way behind. Well, they're about just under 100 points.
Behind.
When you've got two behind Aston Martin, you are third. Ferrari are in the middle.
So their fight at the moment.
I don't call that insurmountable when what race you've got left.
No. But their fight really then is
Ferrari. Who they are 80 points behind.
I reckon if them two keep having good results like this, that's not. And Ferrari.
Well, they outscored both Ferraris this weekend.
Oh yeah.
Both McLarens, was it?
But
28 points versus 10.
Yeah.
That's 18. They're 80 behind. 4 more of them, and they're back on top of them.
Yeah.
It's that simple. And let's be honest, the way Lando's driving right now, should we get a bit of Red Bull unreliability or something, there could be. Are we going to say Lando's first win?
That's what I mean, and you know he's not.
He's been close on a couple of occasions, but he's still after that.
Sochi was won.
Sochi was won. Let's be honest, Silverstone this year, he was right there.
I mean, I see.
I sense it's a matter of when, not if.
No, I think he will.
Hmm. It's going to take a bit of. Funny if we were saying this about Alonso at the start of the season, but how those tables have turned.
Yeah. I
I
mean,
don't think it's necessarily anything against Aston Martin. I think it's just the other teams have caught up.
it's the same with the Red Bull.
Yeah, but at this point, I think Red Bull are already thinking next year. I think they've checked out this year now.
Yeah, but
Because let's be honest, even if they get caught, it's not going to drop them to the bottom of the top 10.
no.
And I think at this point, they have such an advantage. And I think if they finish second for the rest of the season, I still think it would be very difficult to catch. I mean, bearing in mind, second place is Sergio.
Yeah.
Max is 150 points clear of Fernando in third.
Hmm.
Very, very rough, very quick maths there. Where's my
Well,
calculator?
like I said, Perez isn't out of contention here.
142. He's now contention. He's 110 points behind.
Yeah, so he's
But
not he's not out of contention yet.
but I will say one thing this weekend. Welcome back, Sergio Perez.
There's
Definitely, we had the Perez back that we all
mm,
loved. The feisty, the work hard, get it done.
and the funny
Not afraid to have a fight.
not afraid to have a fight, no. I mean, you know, going back obviously back to qualifying as well here. Haas didn't seem well, sorry. K-Mag didn't seem on it, Kenberg did. And if you're wondering why I was saying about why I'm calling him Kenberg, is because he dyed his hair blonde and he now looks like Ken out of Barbie. The Barbie movie. Jesus.
I'm not even going there.
That's the talk that's been going around. And yeah, Williams looked strong-ish, but come qualifying, they just got outdone again. I mean, Gasly barely scraped through to Q2.
Alpine, yeah. Williams, Albon. Yeah, well, the thing is, Albon. We said it for the last few races. Albon's been out driving that Williams anyway.
Mm,
And I think that Williams, we always said straight line speed is where it seems to be dynamite right now.
just wait till it gets to Spa then.
Hungary's not got a lot of straight line areas.
No.
There's not a massive amount of long straights there. There's the start finish straight, and that's about it.
Yeah.
And maybe the drag up to turn 5 if you're feeling adventurous.
Mm,
But yeah, it's just not, as I said, not a track that suited their car, a track that more suited the likes of the McLaren, which, as it shows in the results.
yeah.
But
But I mean,
said,
Yuki didn't even have a great one either.
no. But Alpha Romeo
Oh
suddenly
yeah.
jumped forward out of nowhere.
Mm,
Guan Yu, I believe that's the first time this season he's outqualified Valtteri.
yes.
Do you believe? I don't know if they carry these stats.
I'm not sure if they carry the stats.
I'm checking now.
You'd have to look at
I'm looking at the teams.
10 points. He's entered 33 Grand Prix, no World Champions. Highest race finishes 8. Highest grid position 5th.
That was this weekend.
Yeah. But yeah, it was. I'll get on to Guan Yu Zhou as well. Um,
Well, will that be to do with Bottas's teammate going Bottas bold?
yes, he learnt well. I mean, I saw a little bit of what I will point out, I saw a little bit of the juniors when they were sort of feeding to them at points.
I must admit, I caught none of that. So
Yeah, I mean, there was a little, obviously, there's a little black one there. He was part of like the commentary team with this other kid, but at the end, he obviously got to hand Hamilton the tyre.
did you? Right?
But the weird thing, what they, as part of the juniors, he'd gone through and he'd met Hamilton for like an interview thing, and he actually got to sit in Hamilton's car and stuff like
Right.
that, and it probably made his day. Like then they had, like I said, they had another kid on like the commentary, and then who obviously got to go inside the Ferrari motorhome with Leclerc and actually where you got to see sort of inside their Leclerc's like room in the motorhome, which
Mm.
was quite interesting because it's actually that's another insight that you. But this was shown on the main channel, not on Mix or Showcase, where the actual junior coverage was being done. And then they had the Alas working with like Ted down in the pit lane.
Yeah, I heard it was going on, but I must admit I didn't see
They
anything.
were, to be honest, not knocking them. They were really good.
Good.
They held up well.
Let's
You
be
know,
honest, we're at the time where the likes of Martin are not getting any younger, so
no,
we need these people coming through to give us
you know,
who's going to be our next.
like I say, they're only juniors, but for them to get that opportunity is just, is showing that like Sky sort of F1 are open to that because all three of them sort of sat down with Dominicali as well and pitched in their ideas about Formula One.
Mm.
A younger generation pitching ideas.
Many things we wish we'd got a chance at, eh?
Mm. You
Could have
know,
been in different places right now.
you've got you got the likes of, obviously, I know we keep saying it, you've got Drive to Survive that's brought fans in, but even them doing this junior thing will have brought probably quite a lot of
Oh yeah.
fans into the sport.
Hey, people know my opinion on Drive to Survive. As much
I
as it's
know.
not my thing, I don't knock it.
No.
Because the amount of people at work who've talked to me about F1 because they've watched that.
Yeah,
And I said, eyes to the sport, his sponsorship is money.
exactly.
So
You know,
I am not going to knock it for 1 second. It's doing a good job. Liberty Media, love them or hate them, they certainly know how to play. They've got media in the name for a reason.
mm,
They know how to play it.
yeah. But obviously I'm going to say the podcast before Vegas is going to be very. We're going to end up. It's going to be Vegas is going to be cringe. It's going to be Vegas in it.
Yeah, but
And I
yeah,
know we say this all the time.
I'll never forget bloody
Miami.
Austin that year, where they did the frigging run out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which was full blown American crap.
No offense, Tim.
And that's
No offense.
no, I'm not mean that. I'm not
No
mean
offense.
that.
No offense to our American listeners either.
I don't mean that against American people. I mean that's the thing that American sport always does,
Well,
and it's
yeah.
something we don't. And but I've said it a million times. But look at the following F1 has in America now.
Well, how many races have they got in America? How many,
Exactly.
American races have we got this year? We've already
Depending on
done.
how roughly you class America.
Well, you got
I mean,
Miami.
mainland America, you've got three: Vegas, Miami, Goa.
Yeah.
You got Canada,
Well,
then you've got
yeah.
Mexico, Brazil. I feel like there's one more in South America, but I'm blanking right now.
Is there?
There might not be. That might be why I'm.
No, I don't think there is.
No, just Mexico, USA, Mexico, Brazil, back to Vegas.
Hmm.
So yeah, I thought there was a third country in Southern Europe that we had.
Yeah, no. But, you know, we've got the likes of Monza to look forward to as well. That's gonna be.
I think we've got Spa this weekend now, assuming Spa goes ahead without
A
too many
hitch.
problems, bearing in mind what's already happened this year,
Hmm.
that we did discuss at length, I believe, in the previous podcast, so I don't want to
Yeah, we did.
drag that one through the mud again, but, that's always an always go. I'm looking forward to seeing the changes to the circuit, but once again, it's tarnished. That's just life.
Yeah, but I don't think there will be changes.
There already has been changes, hasn't there? We haven't seen the circuit since they made the changes from last year.
In the game, we've seen them. But what I'm
The
no,
game we've seen them.
what I mean is there's been no changes after said incident at Spa.
No, but I would say we still haven't had a race there
No,
with the previous set of changes. So we've got a different layout there anyway, but obviously there could yet be further.
it's not. There's not been enough time. You know, it's been too quick with the F1. You
Oh
know,
yeah, there's gonna be no.
there'll be nothing
Unless,
now till off season. If they're gonna do something, it'll be off season,
yeah,
and when all the other
that's anything physical. If there's changes,
yeah,
if the stuff happens politically or whatever term you want to use, I'm blanking on the correct term right now. They can't physically change the track. I agree with you, but I don't know. I don't think there will be anything, but I'm just putting a proviso there because
we don't know.
obviously.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to Hungary.
Hmm.
Tangent number 3012.
That's about right.
So yeah, qualifying. As I said, Lewis, amazing lap from really upset. Thought Norris was going to have pole, which once again I would.
Norris
the
was
way the
so close.
oh, yeah, he's within 100th of Max and
Yeah.
just outside it on. But no, still within it.
Well, Norris's lap was 116. 116.694.
694.
Max was
So
116.6112.
so 0.083.
Yeah.
0.085.
Oscar was like 116.905.
Mm.
You know,
Which
even
he is driving an amazing right now.
I think he didn't have a great start to begin with.
He was good enough to get round Hamilton.
No, what I'm saying is he didn't have a good start career to begin with. You
Well,
know,
let's
he had all that
he
crap
brought
with Alpine.
all that crap
and...
with Alpine, yeah, which wasn't well done.
No.
And I think he'll look back on that in later and realise that could have been handled better. Now, we still to this day don't know whose side of the fence that problem lay on.
I think it was Alpine by the looks of it.
Possibly, but as somebody who's never a fan of burning bridges, the way that was handled, because let's be honest, he's never going to get a drive in an Alpine.
To be honest.
Would he want it? That's where I was following.
That's what I mean. Would he want it?
Yeah, but if he's going to have the length of career that Hamilton that I've had, do you want to be ruling out when there's only 10 teams to choose from?
Well, yeah.
Would you want to pee one off bad enough that you've no chance?
I think he's already done it.
Well, that's what I mean, but I'm not, none of us would have put Alonso in an Aston Martin a couple of years ago, but here we are. So never say never in the world of Formula One.
No.
None of us would have seen Danny Ricciardo back. Here we are.
I still think that was a very, very unfair
It was 100%.
on Nick.
100% after just 11 races and with the lack of testing for young drivers.
Yeah.
That was never a good thing. But
No.
I mean, purely from their point of view, they're going to take that as a success based on the race result. Now, how far of a success you see it, I don't know. I don't think 13th and 0 points was exactly what.
No. I mean,
I think Ricardo, he got caught up in that first corner shenanigans, didn't he?
Yuki qualified what? It was out in Q1 17th.
16th, 16th,
16th?
16th, 17th?
17th, according to the results.
17th, yeah. Ricardo was still only 13th.
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, he managed to get through to Q2. I mean, the next shocker was Sainz getting out in Q2.
Yeah. Science there doing, well, Science doing science things in a lot of ways. He has these moments of
I remember.
silliness.
Well, we did forget to mention he beached it in one of the practice sessions.
Yeah, but Perez put it in a wall in one of the practice sessions.
Yeah.
And as I said, and as I might as well say now, welcome back Sergio Perez, because we saw, to me, a proper Perez performance this weekend.
Oh, Perez was going in.
Although he was gunning, the one moment in the race that made me shout bloody hell. I think was it lap 28, him and Russell. Russell tried to hang it round the outside of him, round turn 2, and then into the inside of 3.
Yeah.
And I'm like, me and Alan have done this. It doesn't end well.
Yeah.
That's not an overtaking place. That's not an overtaking place. Oh, sugar.
I was sat there when I was watching it as well. I was like, oh god, that's not gonna end well.
Somebody's going to have to back out because the barrier won't.
And Russell backed out in the end.
Russell, yeah.
But yeah, that was qualifying, and yes, let's get on to the race. Well, it started well.
For everyone but Zhao, who, as I said before, started about an hour later than everybody else.
Hmm.
It's a long time since we saw a misstart like that in F1.
Yeah.
Which kind of caused a bit of a chain reaction because Bottas had to go round him.
Yeah, Bottas went round him, and then
Gasly ended up rally crossing.
yeah, but
And I believe it was Zhao again ran into the back of Ricardo, which pushed Ricardo into Gasly.
Danny Rick went into Danny Rick. Guan Yu Zhou went into Danny Rick. Danny Rick went into
Gasly, I believe it was.
Gasly, and then
And then Gasly went into Ocon.
yeah, and Ocon basically
Not for the first time this year. We saw both Alpines crashing into each other.
and a back puncher. And
Not
that
just a back punch. You don't see the massive hole in the side pod on Ocon's car.
yeah.
It literally, because it was Gasly or Ocon's. It was Ocon's one that ended up bouncing.
Mm.
Because they actually said later his seat snapped during that accident.
Jesus.
So he was taken off to the medical centre to be checked for his back. Because the car, obviously, as we said before, F1 cars aren't designed to do hops.
No. So the Alpine's not as robust as last year when one went wheelie and then because it was Alonso that wheelied and
Oh yeah, over Stroll, ironically.
yeah. God.
Yeah, I remember that one. But yeah, obviously, no, maybe the Alpines are as strong this year. The problem is he got hit by another Alpine.
Yeah.
It was when an unstoppable force meets an immovable object.
Maybe that's the Alpine's kryptonite itself.
No, that's Ferrari's kryptonite. Let's be honest here.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Ferrari's biggest enemy on the grid is Ferrari.
Mm. Yeah.
Once again, you had the drivers arguing with the flaming strategists over the radio, which never sounds good.
No. But Max had a good start. Lando had a very good start. And so did
Yeah.
Oscar. Oh,
So that's going. Like I said, any time you watch two cars drive around Lewis Hamilton, I will not. I will sit back and enjoy.
yeah,
I
but
mean, Max got done what he needed to, which
mm,
well, certainly I expected Max to be ahead within 5 laps. Maybe not within 3 corners, but
oh, he wasn't given that. You know, I thought, oh God, no, 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 not Monza, not Monza, all over again, not Monza, all over again, because at one point it looked like they touched wheels. It looked like they banged wheels on that.
I don't think they actually did. I think he was close, but I don't think they actually ever touched.
Mm,
But yeah, I know what you mean. It was the good old days, wasn't it?
yeah.
Max versus Lewis. That's
Mm.
been the stuff we've grown on for years.
But it always made you wonder. There was a there was a bit in my mind thinking, oh God, not Monza again, please, no. But fair play to the McLaren boys.
Oh yeah, McLaren have literally come out of the blocks flying, and he's great. It's great. I've said before, get more people up the front, the more the merrier.
Mm,
If we could be in a position where all 20 cars are capable of winning a race, what a grid we'd have. You
yeah,
wouldn't know what was happening one week. One week you're first, next week you're 12th.
yeah.
And that's what touring cars is like. You could be first, you could be 16th,
Mm.
because there's that many cars capable of winning.
You know,
But
we had three DNFs in that race. Gasly, Ocon,
why did they retire? Why did they retire Sargent's car?
Sargent. Um,
He had what looked to be a fairly normal spin. The car didn't lock up. The car got back to the pit lane. I thought when they were pitting, they were just changing his tyres because he badly flat spotted them.
yeah, no, I think there was a bit more to it, and I didn't catch why.
No, I wasn't sure why. It seemed an odd one,
Yeah,
if I'm honest.
you know, the Haas just got swallowed up again.
Haas seemed to have fantastic one-lap pace.
Bit like Ferrari.
They seem to be really good at going backwards once it starts.
Mm. I mean, fair play to Aston Martin. Okay, yeah, 9th and 10th, but still points.
Oh yeah, the thing is, that's half the battle in F1, isn't it? You're not going to win every single race
No,
unless you're Red Bull. At which point we should point out, I meant to say this earlier on, I forgot actually. Congratulations to Red Bull, 12 wins on the bounce, a new record.
yep,
Obviously, you've got to drag Abu Dhabi last year in, it's technically 11 this year. But,
yeah.
whether you like it or not, and I'm not the biggest fan of dominance, you've got to admire. You're
Well,
seeing brilliance.
yeah, you've got to think.
Whether,
How many years did we put up with Mercedes dominance?
oh yeah, Mercedes dominance, then, before that we had Red Bull with Webber. Before
Yeah,
that we had Schumacher.
with Ferrari.
This is what happens. Somebody just gets it right.
Yeah,
Now, personally, I'm all for it. Like I say, and this is where I hate this all. You shouldn't have to slow them down. If they're doing it legally, which we have to assume they are,
mm,
it's for everybody else to catch up, innit? They're using the same rule book.
yeah.
But yeah, we are watching brilliance, in my opinion, and we should, whether you're a fan of them or not, you should really just sort of admire
But you got to
what
think
you're
though,
seeing.
you've got one hell of a designer who's designing Red Bull cars at the moment.
But a designer who's getting older,
I know he's getting older. Red Bull are going to
who
be
ain't.
screwed once he goes.
Yeah, but hopefully, if they've got any brains, they've got several young lads working right next to him right now,
They need it.
learning everything they bloody well can.
You would love that. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't, because I'm useless at things like that. But
No, but you know what I mean. if you were
Oh
young,
yeah,
you know, if you were
you were young, you had a thing in design, and you suddenly got to work
alongside
with something
him,
like that. It would be the dream, wouldn't it?
yeah.
It'd be like you getting a job with like PewDiePie or something.
Mm,
I'm just thinking of who's like the top of the charts. I don't know your opinions on him. I don't need to know. I'm just thinking who's.
I actually don't even know who is top, so you know.
Uh,
But I mean, it took Max 1 hour 38 minutes and 8 seconds point 634 to finish Hungary. That's crazy. I know it was
yeah,
70 laps, but you know, just under an hour and 40 minutes.
yeah.
And
It was.
then,
It was 70 laps. To me, it felt a long race. I must admit.
yeah.
I think it was. Well, I remember early on they were talking about 3 pits. I'm thinking 3 pit stops.
Mm,
What?
yeah.
But then, yeah, 70 laps.
Mm. But the tyres were quite. The, the deck seemed
Well, we're running a stage softer
shocking.
than we did in previous, didn't we?
Yeah, no, but the deck seemed shocking.
To be honest, I'm all for. I've said it before. I'm all for stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, spice it up a bit,
Because
like.
pit stops are because you get the chance of a Ferrari 9 second pit stop,
Yeah, but we
a safety car.
didn't even have a safety car. Don't even think we had a VSC, did we?
No, I don't think we barely had any yellows till Sargent spun it,
Yeah,
and obviously the first corner. I don't think we. It was one of those races, which
quite a
testament to the
quiet one.
drivers, testament to the drivers and the drivers and that for keeping it clean, like I said. But it's kind of yeah, the pit stops are where we then get our possibility for things to go wrong to spice things up.
What was Max's total? What was Max's total time? Was it something like nearly? Was it 2 point something seconds?
Was
Like
wasn't it
stationary time.
wasn't it Perez got a 1.9?
Yeah, Perez got the 1.9.
I don't know if that's been confirmed as like the fastest of the year yet.
I don't know,
I'd have to
but
check.
one. How? I don't even have reaction times that quick.
I know what you mean. It doesn't bear 2 seconds. I mean, I've got a little thing clock in front of me. A 2 second pit stop is literally going from now to now.
Yeah.
That's 4 tires changed, the car moving again. It's mind blowing.
I mean, yes, I know they train. I know them. The I mean, the pit stop guys. Yes, they train. But
You know it's bad when a bad pit stop is 4 seconds. Not even 4 seconds. Not a lot you can do in 4 seconds, right?
no,
And no, we don't need to ask you other half.
no. But you know, you can't run from one side to. Well, you probably could, but maybe it's like running from bloody your front door up your stairs. Can you do that in 4 seconds?
No, because I'm in a bungalow.
No, but you know what I mean. If if you had stairs, well, it's like running from
Yeah, it's insane.
yeah.
And that's a bad pit stop.
I know, but a 1.9 second pit stop.
Yeah, I don't know if that's actually. I can't see any news articles about it
I'm sure it was
as to
though.
whether that because that's what the timer on the screen put up. But they obviously have to confirm
Mm.
if that is.
I mean, who who got the
Fastest lap,
who got the fastest lap?
max on lap 53. You remember he just put that fresh set of tyres on, didn't he, and absolutely walloped it because he did a
Mm,
120.5 and the nearest one next was Lewis on a 121.6.
mm. And then Russell
Max on fresh
one,
tyres.
Russell one,
Russell,
one,
McLaren, Russell, Lando, Sergio.
yeah, 16:11, which is like 10 past 4, 1:22,
Mm.
and then
Usually,
one.
who did the best? Usually, you've got to turn around to.
It's, I mean, you gotta think the amount of, it blows my mind, you know, they're athletes at the end of the day.
Oh yeah,
I know they're
it
racing
does.
drivers, but you would class them as an athlete because the amount of training they do is quite crazy.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, it's just nuts. I mean, ooh, I didn't. Okay, I need to do that. Didn't check that. Don't I need to sign into the F1 site, don't I?
Yeah.
'Cause
I'm checking the pit stops now. The F1 site unfortunately doesn't give you stationary time,
no,
but the quickest pit stop of the day is Perez with a 20.8, and that's from rolling in to rolling out. And there's nobody else in the 20s. Everyone else is 21s, 22s.
so that what? 20? You said 20.8.
Yeah, that's total time.
So technically, yeah, that probably would make it a 1.9 then.
Be well down there. 'Cause like I say, everybody else is 20. I've seen 21s, 22s, 21, 22, 21, 22, 21, 22, 28. Leclerc.
Yeah, Leclerc had a
21,
bad
22,
stop.
29. Zhao.
Mm,
26. Yuki.
yeah, I mean, overall, it
But
was
it was a good race.
it
It was
was
a
a
good.
good race, but it had its
Once again, a good race.
moments.
If you ignore first place, it was a good race. And I
Mm,
hate saying that, but that's kind of what you've got to be. How you got to look at it a little bit.
yeah. Ooh, yeah.
Oh.
Just realised I have to actually change one of I've got to change one of my teams. I had DeVries down, didn't I?
So has he just taken him out?
Yeah, it's put him as inactive.
So he's not replaced him with Danny.
No, but if I want to, I can replace him with Danny.
Yeah. Anyway, this of course is our fantasy F1 league that we're taking part in as just as a bit of fun.
Well, we're all taking part, me, you, and
3 lots of Alan, which is a very scary thought.
yeah. Okay. I'm actually gonna put my DRS boost on Perez on that team. That's not my main team, by the way.
I've only got the one. But no, I don't. Sorry, no, I have made a second one, but it doesn't do any much. It's not in a league anywhere or anything, so
Oh, I reckon if it's my T1 team that's in the league, I think that's screwed me this time. I think it has screwed me, if I'm honest, because Ocon was a DNF, wasn't he?
yep. And we both got hit by that one because I think we both have him.
I'm still on top.
Yeah. Once again, Alan actually won this one.
Did he?
Yeah, if he touched by Hungarian,
He did and all, didn't he? Yeah,
Alan's
you
rough
beat me
racers
and
won it.
all.
Hmm.
Yeah, because of who he's got. He's got Hamilton, Verstappen, Norris, Alonso, Stroll,
Hmm.
and he didn't have any negatives.
Yeah, we both lost because of Ocon.
Yeah, we both lost 19 points.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't get. Oh, I didn't get any points for Bottas either. Where did
Because he
Bottas?
finished too low.
I think he. Where did Bottas finish then? Yeah, because Bottas finished 12th. If they don't finish top 10,
You don't get any points for him.
you don't get any points from. bugger. I better look in Spa then. But I mean, I think I've been leading this since the first race, but that could change because looking at this, you're not far behind me now, boy.
Oh no,
You need a good,
I need to go Belgium.
if not, well, yeah, you do. Yeah, because Alonso only got you 7. You took that, yeah, and you took that hit with thingy.
I'm 64 points behind you.
Still catchable.
Oh, very catchable. I could do like one race.
Yeah, but look at Alan's one under you. It's rough races,
90 points behind me.
and that's doable and all, isn't it?
Any chance at this point, Funtime 82 could still win. There's enough points on the board.
Well, that's very true, but it depends on his team.
His big problem there is he had Alpine. He's got Alpines on his constructors, which didn't have a good weekend.
No,
But the rest of his team, Alonso, Norris, Stroll, Verstappen, Leclerc.
and he had 2 times on Alonso.
Hmm.
Yeah, so he's. I mean, his other one lost him 4 points. His GT UK Ireland one lost him 4 points because of Guan Yu Zhou.
Yeah.
Why did that lose him 4? Where did Guan Yu Zhou finish?
Is it also
Well,
he
Guan Yu
he
Zhou
got a
finished.
he got a penalty, didn't he?
That's
Did
what I
that count
mean.
against him?
Yeah, I'm wondering if that did.
Because as did
Because,
Leclerc, if you remember right. Leclerc got the speeding in the pit lane, didn't he?
yep.
Leading back to my Ferrari just screwing themselves if nobody does it for them.
If,
Oh no, you don't appear to lose points for penalty.
well,
Because
why?
Leclerc didn't.
So
Hang on,
why? So why has Guan Yu Zhou lost him?
hang on a second, checking. Race
That's
positions lost 11 places.
yeah.
You lose a point for every position you lose.
Mm. And for every overtake you make, you get a point.
Yeah. See, folks, we're still learning how this works as we go along.
Didn't realize you could actually do that. I'm sorry.
What have you
Didn't
just
know.
learned?
Yeah, no, by clicking, if you click, it's like Bottas. If I click on Bottas, I lost -5. I lost 5 points on him. On
It tells
that,
you why.
yeah, because of race positions, and then because he
Yeah.
didn't do an overtake, he got me no bloody points. It's because he lost me -5 at United Kingdom because of the weekend. So so you lose 15 point -15 because he didn't qualify, did he?
No.
So he lost me 15, but then he made me 10 back during Silverstone. But he only, because he still had that qualifying bonus over him,
Yeah.
that's why he lost me. And obviously Ocon lost me because you lose 20 points. It's funny. You lose 20 points if you don't classify in a race.
Right.
But because he'd overtaken somebody, that's why it's only -19 points. He didn't do well for me in bloody Silverstone either. He lost me 18 and lost me 17 in Bahrain. So this is actually quite a handy breakdown to know how your drivers are performing,
Yeah,
whereas Max has actually never lost me a point.
a point.
And I think Alonso, to be truthful, Alonso's never lost me a point either.
Good old Alonso.
Stroll's lost me points. But yeah, this is quite interesting to find out that breakdown. Now I know about that. That's good. Anything you want to finish off with?
No, I think we've covered everything. Like I say, let's keep this Perez we've got going. See if we can bring some more fight to it. Just I mean, we're almost into the summer break now, aren't we? We've got one more race.
One more race and then it'll be summer break. Oh, great. That's
Yeah.
going to be fun.
I don't know what we're doing in that. I guess we'll talk about that point. We
We,
feel more about that during
yes, we can
the
talk.
next live stream.
We can talk about that. But no. Yeah, it's good to see Perez on form, and yeah, it was a good race in parts, but bring on Spa.
Bring on Spa, and please, for once, I can't even say this, don't bring on the rain.
Yeah, don't rain. Don't rain. So, we're going to end this one here. So, thank you to David for joining me.
Thank you for having me. Pleasure as always.
Don't forget, this, obviously, as usual, if you're an avid listener, every episodes are out on Fridays, unless, obviously, like during summer break, where there probably won't be any episodes until we return from that. Obviously, if you're watching this on YouTube, the video side, don't forget to like and subscribe. Obviously, I want to pay just another thank you to all my current new subscribers on the channel. If you're not a subscriber and you're listening to this podcast, come over to the channel. The link is in the bio. And
Come to the dark side. We have cookies.
and subscribe. Hopefully, Alan might be back with us for the next podcast.
Yeah, unfortunately, he's having not internet issues, but he's just going through some stuff with his internet right now. So
Yeah. So we shall see you next time. So until then,
so long and thanks for all the fish.
goodbye for now.